In this session, we are going to discuss about requirement.txt file in Python. A requirement.txt file is used to manage Python packages and their respective versions specific to respective project. In a requirement.txt file, we will list down all the packages and their respective versions which are going to be used in a particular project. Apart from mentioning a package and its respective version, we can also include comments. For an example, what is the purpose of that particular package in the project. Here, the file name can be anything. It is not mandatory to provide a file name as requirements.txt or requirement.txt, but as a convention, we are using the name requirement. The location of the file will be in the root directory of the project. Apart from mentioning a package and its respective version, there is no other purpose of this requirement.txt file in any Python project. The next question is, why do we need to maintain a requirement.txt file? The very first reason is reproducibility. It means we can reproduce the results. For an example, one version of the package might have different functionality than another version of the same package. In such scenarios, it will be useful to use the same version of the package which has been used in the project in the function. So this way, we can reproduce the word, we can reproduce the result. Second reason is consistency. It means we can maintain same packages and their respective versions across the different environments, such that development environment, QA, UAT or production environment. Third reason is dependency management, where we will manage all the packages and their versions at a central location. Next is ease of installation. Here, using the command pip install -r, then provide your requirement.txt file name with its extension .txt. So using this command pip install -r requirement.txt, we'll be able to install all the packages with specified versions in the one go, and we don't need to manually enter each package separately. As mentioned earlier, that requirement.txt file will help in the reproducibility and consistency. Due to these reasons, it will help to reduce the error and to save the time. Finally, it will help us to document and to communicate what are the packages that have been used in a particular project. These are some examples like how a requirement.txt file will look alike and what it contains. If there is no specific version mentioned against a package name, it means it is going to download the latest version of that particular package in accordance with Python version. If we have mentioned any specific version of Python package, in that case it will install that specific package. For an example over here, Django =for24. It means it will install this 424 version of Django. And then there are different conventions through which we can specify if we want package version beyond specific limit or below specific limit. Also, we can mention that if a package required to be compatible with specific version. So over here, NumPy should be compatible with 1.25 version. So it means that Python can install any version like 1.25.1, 1.24, 1.26 as long as those versions are compatible with 1.25 version. Then requirements.txt file help us to install packages from external repositories, from VCS, and also we can provide multiple constraints for a package. Over here, like the package version must be greater than or equal to 1 and less than. Other details like in requirement.txt file, we can use hash to comment, put blank lines between two package names for visual organization. We can also mention platform specific dependencies, and also we can install editable packages. The commands, so one command is pip freeze greater than sign then requirements.txt. This command will write all the packages installed in your virtual environment or in your global environment. From wherever you are executing this pip freeze command, rather it is a global or virtual environment, it will write all those packages with their versions in this requirements.txt file. If you want to install packages from a requirement.txt file, then this is the command. If you want to update the dependency, then pip install -U-r requirements.txt. If you want to know the outdated packages, then pip list --outdated. If you want to just list down the installed packages, then pip list. And if you want to remove a package, then pip uninstall package name. These are the references through which you will be able to know in depth. You will have more details and more idea regarding the requirements.txt nomenclature and how the format works. So I will strongly recommend that you go through these URLs. This is a sample requirement.txt file. So you can see that it is a very simple text file. And over here, like this is the package name and this is the version that we want to install. And same way everything goes over here. Like if you want to install an editable package, like in editable mode, then this is the format that we need to use. If we want to install packages from another requirement file, then we can use this command -r space another requirement.txt file name. Okay, if you want to use platform specific package, then we can mention something like this. So this is how your requirement.txt file will look alike. Now let's see it in practical. Right now I am in a root directory of my project. The project name is Python programming class and all the letters are small cases, but over here showing as in the uppercase. But the actual name is in the lowercase. To open any project in Visual Studio, either click on that particular folder, right click and select Open with Visual Studio. Second option is go to this file and over here click on this open folder and choose the location of your project. Once the project is open in Visual Studio, press Ctrl J. By pressing Ctrl J, it will open terminal or command line. Okay, so over here it has opened Windows terminal or Windows command line. Over here, first we will create a virtual environment. So I will create a virtual environment over here. Once the virtual environment has been created, just click on this delete button or let's say kill terminal in the context of Visual Studio. Next, press Ctrl Shift P and write interpreter. Okay, and you will get this option Python select interpreter. Click on it and it will show you number of interpreters that you can select. Based on the location, you can select the interpreter. So I will select this particular interpreter, that is the recommended one, and also it is in the root directory of my project. So I will select it. After that, again press Ctrl J. And this time you can see that Visual Studio has opened a terminal with virtual environment activated. Okay, so over here now first we will see what are the packages available, default packages. So right now there is no packages available in this virtual environment. So first we are going to install a package. For an example, for this project I will need pandas package. So I will execute this command pip install pandas and we will wait till this package is being installed. Once the package has been installed, you will get this particular line successfully installed and the package and their respective versions. So over here we have got pandas version 2.2.0. Now we are going to create a requirement.txt file. This is a manual way. I will click over here on this new file and give any name. So I will say requirement.txt. Okay, and in this requirement.txt file, I will mention pandas double equal to 2.2.0. And that's it. We have created a requirement.txt file for our project. Next is, if you don't want to create a requirement.txt file manually, then the next command is pfreeze, then whatever the requirement.txt file you want to create. So I will provide a name like abc.txt, enter, and it will create abc.txt file, which is nothing but a requirement.txt file. And over here you can see that all the packages with their respective versions, those have been installed in this virtual environment. Next, if you want to install packages from this requirement.txt file, just use this command pip install -r, and then whatever the requirement text file you have created, just provide it over here and it will install those packages mentioned under requirements.txt file. So this is how you can create a requirements.txt file which will show all the packages and their respective versions being used in a particular project, and also using pip command you can install or uninstall these packages